My name's Ramin Bostan. I'm head of A&R at Ostereo, so I'm responsible for signing artists, finding talent to work with those artists, and finding songs for those artists to work with. So we have a team of 21 people at the minute that the three of us manage directly. So that involves man management as well as ensuring that targets are met. At that moment in time, it was a very hectic time for the business. Our core business model was very busy, as it was anyway, and we were also undergoing a big internship program, which was putting a lot of strain on emotions and things like that. So yeah, it was an interesting time. It was really refreshing, actually. It was really eye-opening. We discussed a lot of concepts that I hadn't thought of before. The idea of your emotional chimp, for instance, how to measure your actions and responses as opposed to letting your emotions just run away with you, was very insightful for me. It definitely helped us bond as a team. We learnt a lot about each other that we didn't previously know. We hadn't actually worked together directly, the three of us, for that long before we started doing the workshops with you. So it really, it uncovered a lot and made us much, much closer as a unit. More self-belief, for sure. I think I was a big victim of the imposter syndrome before, which I don't necessarily have now. I have self-belief, confidence, and I have trust in myself as a manager and a leader.
My name's Nick Kirby. I'm the head of finance, and I look after the whole of finance for the whole of Ostereo and sister companies, and head up any business deals that we do all over the globe.
Helped me deal with a few difficult situations with members of staff. So actually being able to take them away from the workplace, take them somewhere impartial, neutral ground, be able to have a conversation with them there and actually understand how to get to the bottom of that person's frustrations if they have some, and then how to deal with those actually productively.
Yeah, absolutely. I think also I've noticed that for example, if there was mistakes made, there's people in my team who've made mistakes, it's how I approach it. So it's to just take a step back, have a think about that person. Is that person in the headspace for me to, have a conversation with them about any mistakes they've made?
I definitely think from a coping perspective, this process has helped. It's helped to allow me to avoid feelings of being overwhelmed or drowning in a sea of work. I can just actually separate myself from my emotions and come to work and be happy and know that I have an ambitious task at hand, but one that is nonetheless achievable.
I think we already are quite a tight team, and this process has helped us definitely become a tighter network. But I think in terms of growing the company where we want to go, I think it's helped on a HR perspective because we now know the kind of people that we want to be involved, and we can identify, we all have a laugh in the office, so we know what everyone's like on a personal level, but then when you see someone's like chimp as such, we can recognise that more and we can approach it differently. So I think in terms of growing the company, we've kind of got a clear view of where we want it to go and who we want involved in that process.
I think being able to separate yourself from your personal life is a very important thing. It's a very important asset. So to come in the morning, irrespective of what's going on at home, You're coming in the morning, you're smiling, you good mornings, you're making coffees for people. I think that's a really positive culture, and really it rubs off on the people around you.
You notice it, don't you? If someone comes in one day and they're not feeling great, they maybe have a grumpy little hello, and it's like, they're not in a great mood today.
Yeah,
their chimp's out today.
Yeah.